Are we live?
Looks like we're live.
You sure?
I think so.
Are we live, Caitlin? Can you tell?
I'm working on it. Hold on. Let me refresh the page. Yes.
All right.
Woohoo.
Welcome to Facebook Live Friday, the show that insists on knowing your bliss. Let's welcome our guests. She's the Bonnie to my Clyde and the Jekyll to my Hyde. She's Amanda Kemp.
Hi, Amanda.
And she's seen fire and she's seen rain. Now she sees your comments and questions. Joining us virtually, Caitlin Williams.
Hello, everybody.
Put you a little closer to the microphone there. Okay. Today's hot topic is grooming.
Excellent.
Today is Men's Grooming Day, when men everywhere are encouraged to buy and use grooming products and to proactively manage their appearance. The other 364 days,
don't have to worry
all
about
bets are off. So let's start with shaving. Let's talk about shaving.
All right.
When you shave, do you leave the water running? I don't know why I'm asking you to, but...
Yeah. I do.
Okay. Well, what about your husband? Well, he's got a full beard, so...
No, he turns the water off.
He turns the water off. Okay. Caitlin, do you know anybody who leaves the water on or off?
All of my male family members that I know of leave it off.
Okay, and I should state that we'll probably... Caitlin is going to have to leave at one point because she has a prior commitment, and we were a little late getting started today. So we'll keep her on here just as long as we can. Anyway, it's a very common habit for men to leave the water running when they shave. But doing so wastes a lot of water. In fact, here's a statistic you might not believe. According to the website nakedarmorrazors.com.
Excellent.
Yeah. You can actually waste up to 10 gallons of water per shave by doing that. Now, I don't know if that's, 10 gallons is a lot of water. So I don't know if that's just, people with enormous heads or maybe they shave real slow or maybe they're using the water hose.
True.
I don't know. But 10 gallons of water is a lot of water. You don't want to waste that. So today, we're going to talk about some of the ways you can reduce the amount of water that you're using while you're shaving. And these tips, again, coming to us from the fine folks at nakedarmorrazors.com. We'll be sure to give them a shout out at the end. But, there's an old saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words, a brave man only once. So while we're talking about this today, I'm going to shave.
Uh-oh.
So here we go. And Amanda will read the tips while we shave. There's 5 tips. Let me give you my notes here.
Excellent.
All right, so let me just get everything set up here. I have my shaving brush. I have my shaving cup, which I need to be sure and not confuse with this cup, because that would be bad. And I have my razor. Now, this is a razor my wife got me for Christmas a year or two ago. And while it's kind of in the style of a straight razor, I don't know that you can actually call it a straight razor because it's not a solid blade. It's the kind that you put these like little miniature blades in, but it is sharp.
All right.
This thing is sharp. Now, I went to a knife store once where they sold the actual straight razors, and I asked the guy about them, and he said, let me tell you, he actually did say, let me tell you, this is the sharpest knife I have in my store.
Wow.
Yeah.
That you're going to put on your face.
Yeah, and he said, anybody who wants to try shaving with a straight razor, he says his advice is to take a balloon, cover the balloon with shaving cream, and then remove the shaving cream from the balloon with the straight razor. And when you get to the point where you can do that without popping the balloon,
then you're ready.
You're ready to go. I've never tried that.
Oh.
I have shaved with this.
I
yes.
was going to say, you just
I've never tried the
straight for
balloon thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never tried the balloon thing. Huh?
That actually reminds me of a movie that Ben Stiller is in.
Yeah.
And, at the end, they're having, this obstacle course, relay race. And one of the things they have to do is shave a balloon with shaving cream on it.
Oh,
so,
really? Huh. Now I kind of want to try it, but I'm not going to. All right, so let me just... Now, I'm not going to be... Here's the thing. I'm going to be saving a lot of water because I'm not actually going to be using water. I'm just going to wipe off the blade each time on my handy-dandy towel and probably wipe up a lot of blood with it.
Yeah.
Hopefully this,
I'm a little-
this
Let's
won't require
hope not.
transfusion. We do have a first aid kit,
Yes.
so I'm going to get started here if
Band-Aids.
you want to begin the conversation
All right.
here. And
All right.
go ahead.
So,
I'm using my iPad as a mirror. That's cool, I think.
all right.
You know, you got a
High
mirror
tech
anywhere
up
you
in
go.
here.
Huh?
That high tech up in here.
Tell me about it.
Yep.
Basically,
All right.
$800 mirror.
Tip number 1: turn off the faucet when shaving. Makes sense. Just turn it on to rinse off your razor, then
That-
turn it back off again.
Yeah, and that does make sense. And if I was shaving at home, and let me state, I don't use that for this.
Ouch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you can't see what you're doing.
No.
Yeah.
Then you'd have to.
I have a regular.
Yeah,
yeah.
you'd have to get. Gina would have to do that.
Well, she's a nurse.
So then she'd
if
be
this
prepared.
if this goes south, you know, at home,
then you're.
then she could save my life.
All right. So tip number 2.
And I want to say, well, this is important.
I know you're going to interrupt me though.
Yeah, I know. I always do that. I just want to say, I would hazard a guess that of all the utility companies in this great land of ours, none of them have a person shaving live on social media right now.
No, they probably don't.
There you go. So
There
I'll
you
probably
go.
be getting an email from the 3rd floor at some point today.
Well, actually, we got a comment, I believe, from your brother here, Todd, that says, "Now you look like Santa."
Excellent.
What's the person's name?
Michael Long.
Oh yeah, that's my brother. Yeah.
We actually have a couple of comments already. If y'all would like for me to.
Please,
Okay.
Go
because
ahead.
it's just that, or people are going to watch me shave. It's hard to shave with glasses.
Okay.
So.
But it's hard to not
Kill.
shave with glasses.
Yeah. Keel, one of our big fans.
Yes,
All
he
right,
is flagged as a top fan, so thank you, Keel. We appreciate you following us on social media. He says that he shaves in the shower. Chris said that he does not leave the water running, so good for you, Chris. And then, I'm sorry if I say your name wrong, Alexia, I believe is how it said, says that her husband leaves it on and it drives her crazy.
Well, hopefully
So
we can
maybe-
be the bridge to bridge
Yeah.
this gap. So
Yes,
be sure and send
absolutely.
the video to this person, because we're calling them out. Whoever this person is, Alexia, we're calling them out. Don't leave the water running.
All right. So number 2.
Ah! No.
Todd?
That was funny. I got a kick out of that.
Good.
Go ahead.
All right. They suggest that if you boil water for your morning coffee, use some of that same hot water to warm up the shaving bowl that's filled with cold tap
Who
water.
boils water for coffee? This is the 21st century?
Well,
I got a coffee pot at home. I got
My-
a coffee pot in there.
Some people really like those presses,
Well-
though. My sister-in-law does she swears by that coffee press, you know. So,
I had one of those, a French
Yeah.
press, yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't boil water first.
well, you.
See, now this is the hard part because I'm right-handed. It's hard to do the left side. You gotta hold it hard. Please continue.
All right. Well, I'm not going to offer any help because
No, and nor am I going to ask.
All right. All right. So.
But does that mean, by that argument,
are
could
you
I?
just gonna
No, this
interrupt
is
me the
important.
whole
Yes,
time?
I am.
Yes.
This is important. Okay, so they're saying if you're boiling water for coffee, use some of that hot water. I imagine you've got to let it cool down. But is there anything to prevent you, hear me out, from shaving with coffee?
Oh,
I'm wielding this like probably much more dangerously than people should.
yeah.
Because then you would have that nice coffee
Aroma.
musk
Oh,
for the rest
okay.
of the day. Please continue.
All right. What's a scuttle?
It says on there.
Oh, okay. It says use a
This
scuttle.
is one of the tips. Use a scuttle.
A scuttle is a special type of shaving bowl that keeps the water hot for a longer period of time.
The scuttle they had a picture of looked like this. This, to my knowledge, is not a scuttle.
Oh,
It had like a special nozzle on it, and I guess it's just made out of something that keeps water hot longer.
okay.
Now, granted, the fine folks at Naked Armor Razors sell scuttles, so
Yeah, well, I
should be a little disclaimer there, probably.
right.
See, now this is the hard part for me, because it's like, yeah, because you got like arteries.
Yeah.
than this way. Please continue.
All right. You're going to interrupt me again.
Oh, I'm
All
sure I will.
Okay, tip number 4 is to use a synthetic brush. Unlike Badger's hair brushes, synthetic brushes do not require as much soaking to work up a good lather. So is this synthetic?
I have no idea. But have you ever seen a badger with a good lather? Case in point.
Caitlin? I don't know.
That I have not, but your brother has asked a question.
Uh-huh.
He says, how far down past your neck did you intend to shave?
How far
Because we
does
have
he want
about
me?
a gallon going below the neckline.
How far does he want me to go?
I don't know. That he did not say.
The reason I do,
you
yeah,
got
we've
blood.
drawn blood.
You
The
got
reason
blood.
I do this is I was in the Air Force, and once I didn't shave down far enough, and my drill instructor got on me. So
Ah.
now I'm paranoid.
Well, that is a good reason.
Okay, please continue.
All right.
How many tips we got left?
We got one more tip.
All right.
Fill your sink with just a few inches of water, maybe about a quarter of the way full.
Depending on
That's
the size
enough
of your
to
sink.
do the job rinsing off your razor. Interesting. All right.
Okay. All right. So I know Caitlin's got to jump off of here soon, so I want to talk about one thing real quick as the room starts to spin. Where did I put this? I had a question. Oh, all right. Let's get the woman's point of view on this. When it comes to men grooming, beard or no beard? Go.
I
Well,
like
your husband has a beard.
my husband yeah, but I kind of I don't know. I go back and forth. Sometimes I like it when he does clean shaven and then he grows it back again.
Caitlin?
So, I mean, I don't have a preference either way. I have dated guys that have a beard, and then I've dated guys that are also clean shaven. So to me, I think it really depends on whether or not the guy can pull it off. I'm not a fan of just the mustache. No offense, guys. I know there are ladies out there to do like that. But I do like a good beard. So there we got it.
I can't pull off just the mustache. I tried that. Was I working here when I tried that?
I don't think so. No, you've
And if I shave this off, I look like a 12-year-old kid. I do. But see, I can't do the full beard anymore either, because as if you notice right here, I've reached that point
you've
where
started
it's multicolored, and if I use, I don't want to say the name of the product, but there's a product out there that you can use to make your beard all the same color. I mean, it just looks so obviously fake.
Yeah, my husband's tried that, and it comes out way darker than.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought about just bleaching it all white, but then
There
I
you
thought
go.
that would look silly. All right, so we covered the other types of facial hair. I was told, a lot of people say this is a goatee.
Mm-hmm.
I was told by somebody, I don't remember who, that technically this is not a goatee. That technically it's a Van
Goatee.
Dyke.
Oh. Well, I thought
Oh.
the goatee was just
I see,
the
I don't
bottom
know.
part.
I'm not sure. Cologne, yes or no?
Yes.
I have a little.
Depends on the scent. I'm very sensitive to, like, perfume and cologne smells because I'll get a headache. But
Yeah.
I do like cologne.
Yeah.
Long hair or short hair?
For guys?
Yeah.
Oh, it depends on the guy. My husband
Yes.
has very short
Thank
hair, and that looks good on him.
Yeah. Well, he's former military, so I mean.
Yeah,
used to have it,
he's never gonna he's never gonna grow it out.
I tell you, this is so convenient.
Yeah.
I mean, you just get up, boom, you're out the door.
Yeah.
Okay, and we got to talk about it. Thoughts on the man bun?
I mean, if we're talking like Chris Hemsworth here, sure. But other than that, not really the biggest fan of the man
I don't
bun.
think you can fairly qualify it like that. I don't think that's fair to
some
qualify it
guys,
like that.
some guys can pull it off. They can. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Caitlin, I know you have to. You've got to get out of here, I think.
Yeah,
Oh, I think you're late, aren't you?
it's okay. They're doing the intro, so
Oh, okay.
we're about to.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
we'll see you. We'll see you next week.
Sounds good. Bye, everyone. Have a great Friday and a great weekend, and I'll see y'all next week.
Okay. So
Bye, Caitlin.
that's it for Caitlin.
Now we got to monitor it ourselves.
My brother is apparently sharing this
Oh
with
no.
other people. My brother is shaving his beard live right now on Huntsville Utilities Facebook, and this may be his last day there. Okay. Okay, so we did our tips. Now, I'm sure there are some of you out there who say, well, just use an electric razor. Because you don't need any water with an electric razor.
That's
In fact,
true.
it's probably not a good thing. And that's true. It's my personal experience.
They never cut us.
Right.
Close.
It just does not do as good a job as a blade.
No.
Now, if some of you out there have an electric razor that you swear by, that does a good job, please comment below, tell us about it. I have not found one that gets the job done, but again, that's just me. Now, ordinarily, this is where we would go to our segment that I'm now calling Comments, Questions, Caitlin, but I'm spelling questions with a CW. But she just had to get off the phone, so we're going to move on to the lightning round.
All right.
This is my favorite part of the show. Issue 1 in the lightning round. On Sunday, the temperature in Death Valley, California hit 130 degrees Fahrenheit. Real degrees, not that Celsius stuff. Real degrees, 130 degrees. That's one of the hottest temperatures ever recorded on the planet in the past 100 years. My question to you, Amanda, do you think if they changed the name from Death Valley to something less ominous like Ice Cream Valley, it would help lower the temperatures out there?
I think it would still be hot.
Speak up so the folks at home can hear you.
I think it would still be hot.
Still be
Like,
hot. Okay.
dang hot.
All right.
I can't even. I did spend.
It's a dry heat, they say.
That's what they say. Well, I spent a summer in Saudi Arabia.
Did it hit 130?
It did. It got very hot, and it also is a dry heat. But
Yes. Well, I lived in Phoenix for a while, and that's a dry heat. But,
Yeah.
you know,
but hot is hot.
yeah, 130 degrees is 130 degrees.
Yeah.
I mean, the humidity would raise the heat index, sure, but 130 degrees. If it was like 90 degrees here, but with the humidity was made at 130, it'd still be miserable.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Issue 2. According to my Facebook memories today, do you know what happened 3 years ago today? Of course you do, because I told you this earlier.
Yes.
What happened 3 years ago today, Amanda? Tell the folks at home.
The awesome, fabulous eclipse.
The eclipse happened 3 years ago today. Also, probably the one day when we heard, probably Bonnie Tyler got a huge check, that day because people were playing Total Eclipse of the Heart. That was the only thing you could hear on the radio was Total Eclipse of the Heart.
did
So
you
good for
see it?
Bonnie Tyler.
Did you see the eclipse?
Yes, I worked here.
Okay.
I had not worked. What month is this? This is September?
Uh-huh.
I get confused a little bit. No, this is August still.
August. Yeah.
And I started working here in June
It's
of that
COVID.
year. Yeah.
It's still COVID.
But here's the thing, people were going nuts trying to find those special eclipse glasses.
I still have some.
Yeah, I did too. They were standing in long lines, bunch of suckers, because I just waited until the day after when the price went down,
Well,
and that's when I got mine. So there
yeah,
you go.
that was a good deal, but now you got to wait.
My brother had another question, but I didn't see what it was. Okay, issue 3, or issue the 3rd. Our most talked about post was on Sunday, this past Sunday, and we talked about a company in New Zealand that is working on a way to transmit electricity without the use of power lines. This is an idea that Tesla himself
That's cool.
came up with 120 years ago,
Yeah.
and now this company in New Zealand says they found a way to do it. My question for you, Amanda, is this: if the wires are gone, what happens to the birds?
They end up in parking lots.
Birds got to sit.
They got to sit. Yeah,
Fish got to swim. Birds got to sit.
I know.
Can't help loving that man of mine. You got anything else to say about that?
No,
It would be pretty cool.
it would be.
It's very interesting how they do it, too. So go to our Facebook page if you haven't read it already. Like I say, it was our most looked at. It's really kind of interesting how they do it, and they have it set up so, like, in case of emergency, there's these mobile trucks. Now, granted, they can't really power a whole city right now. It's on a very
Yeah.
small scale right now, but proof of concept is that it's working. Issue the 4th.
Okay.
There was a town in Switzerland where it snowed chocolate. We like to talk about the weather a lot here. It snowed. I'm not just saying it was like black snow falling from it was literal chocolate.
Well, it had something to do with.
There was a
factory.
Lindt. Is that the name? Lindt?
Yes, the little
L-I-N.
chocolate balls.
Yeah, there's a factory there, and they had some sort of malfunction, and it blew a huge cloud of chocolate into the sky.
That's like
Fine
that.
particles of chocolate
That's
blown
like that
into
kid
the sky.
movie.
Huh?
The cloudy with a chance of meatballs. Ha!
Oh, it was?
Yeah, they rained.
It snowed chocolate?
It snowed ice cream.
Oh.
They all the food would come
I'm
down.
sure I've seen
So
that
this
movie.
was-
Mr. T was in that movie. He played the security guard.
Oh.
I like
yes.
Mr. T. Mister T's cool. But that was pretty cool. It snowed chocolate.
Yeah.
I really don't have a joke here because it's just one of those things that it snowed chocolate. What are you going to do?
I don't think it gets much better.
It doesn't get much better than that. Okay, so let's move on to the last segment of our show. This is where we give shout-outs. I want to start with a shout-out to you and Caitlin, who did the show without me last week.
We did. I think we rocked
While
it,
we
too.
waited for my for me to be released on bond, and so I appreciate that. And the topic was sign up to Roundup.
Yep.
Since that show, 16 of you out there went and enrolled in sign up to Roundup, so we appreciate that.
Yes.
So that's my shout out to you guys.
So we're gonna update through for the month. I want to do every week. I want to update it. So
Okay.
please keep signing up. Sign up to Roundup.
Yeah, just because the kids are learning from home doesn't mean that the schools
The schools need.
the teachers need your support.
Yeah.
A lot of
Schools
parents
Foundation
need your support right now.
Yeah, it's been an interesting week to say the least.
Yeah, my son is at my oldest went back to college.
Right.
It starts Monday,
Okay.
and then I've got two that go to public school in Huntsville, and they're doing it virtually, and it seems to be working pretty well. I know there was a little hiccup with the Schoolology thing this week, but for my kids, it never stopped working.
Well, that was just it. And, my daughter logged out, logged back in. I don't know what the problem was with it, but she said it was just moving slow. I don't know.
Yeah.
It worked.
I move a little slow sometimes too.
Yeah.
Happens to the best of us.
But so far, I gotta say, she loves her teachers. She's a freshman this year, and I gotta, shout out to Huntsville High School because she's absolutely excited about every single class that she has. So.
Well, if you're going to give a shout out to Huntsville High School, I got to give a shout out to Grissom, where my son goes, and those two schools are rivals.
Okay. Yep.
So.
Yep.
Go Tigers. Tigers didn't fare too well last night. They had their first game last night.
Uh-oh.
You want to take a guess at the score?
Did they score?
23-0. They lost to
23-0.
Yeah.
All right.
But first game, got to knock the rust off.
Yep.
Let's go Tigers. And as long as we beat Huntsville High this season, I really don't care about the rest of the games.
Okay.
We just got to beat Huntsville High. You got any shout outs you want to do before we move on to before we wrap this up?
Oh, I did a shout out to the teachers.
Oh yeah, shout out to the teachers. Shout out to the fine folks at Naked Armor Razors for giving us the information. They didn't know they were giving us the information. They just showed up very high on the Google search. So we do want to give a shout out. Oh, we want to say we posted a job yesterday. We are looking for a water plant operator 2. That's not TOO, TWO, level 2.
Yep.
I'm not sure what the difference is between level 1 and level 2 because I'm not a water plant operator. But if you're interested or know someone who is, head over to our website, click the careers tab, and it'll tell you all you need to know. They are accepting applications for that position through Thursday of next week, which is the 27th, at the close of business.
Yep. And our water people are awesome. It's a good
Yes, they are, and that's a vital job. You got to have water, and you need to save water, as we just showed. Am I still bleeding? I'm going to get blood all over this shirt. It's a dark shirt. I'll be all right.
Yeah, it hasn't come through yet.
And a final shout out to our Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Ted Phillips. Today is his birthday. Woo-hoo! Happy birthday, Ted. Ted, do you know what Ted and I have in common?
Yeah.
What?
Something about school.
We both attended the fine institution on the Mississippi River, Southeast Missouri State University. Go Redhawks, although it was Indians when Ted and I went there. They changed their name after I graduated. High above the Mississippi, ageless and majestic flow, rise your halls in native grandeur, beacon light to all below. Cape Girardeau, alma mater, forward press unceasingly in the search for truth untrammeled till humanity is free. So happy birthday to Ted. Shout out to SEMO that starts up at school on Monday, including my son, study. Anything?
I think that's it.
That's it. We will see you next week. As always, if you have any comments or questions, post them below or send us a direct message. A topic you'd like to see us talk
Yeah,
about.
we need a topic.
Yeah,
we
because
need to know what you want to see.
here's the thing. I picked this topic yesterday, and she did not want to do it.
She
was against
nervous.
it. She was adamantly against this.
I thought I was going to get blood on me.
Well, you didn't. Well, day's not over yet.
Right.
And but then Gary said he liked the idea, and Gary's our boss.
Yeah.
So I won.
Right.
So until next Friday, this is Todd for Amanda and Caitlin, who's not on the not on the phone anymore, thanking you for watching, and reminding you that you can't spell utilities. Where are you going?
To turn it
you
off.
can't spell utilities without you.